I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 16. Let's focus on verses 22 and 23. So Samuel said, "Has the Lord as great a delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he also has rejected you from being king." Now, over the years, I have purchased several homes, and I've rented and leased a few apartments as well. I'm generally not a big fan of the process of buying a home. There's a lot involved. But when I am inclined to find a new property, I always get caught up in the positive aspects of a house. And then I neglect to see its flaws. And that's why mortgage companies insist that home buyers purchase a home inspection. Sometimes the outside elements of a structure, that is the paint or the landscaping or the decorating inside the house, are hiding serious flaws inside the walls. So while Israel's spiritual condition under King Saul's leadership looks healthy on the outside, it's exposed to have serious foundational flaws. Saul wanted to appear to be righteous by picking which parts of God's word seemed worth following. And he was even on his way to build a monument to his own awesomeness. All the while, the Lord was not impressed at all. Saul was about to be replaced by one who was more worthy. Now, Samuel personally delivered the news of God's decision to Saul. And as Samuel was leaving, an interesting thing occurred. Saul grabbed for Samuel's clothing, and he caught the tzitzit, that is the tassel, from the edge of Samuel's robe, and he tore it away. You say, what is a tzitzit? Well, the tzitzit was commanded by the Lord to be sewn into the garments of all Israelite men. It is a reminder of the law of the Lord. If you look at an Orthodox Jewish person today with the black suit and the fedora and the whole thing, if you look right around the hem of where their coat is, you'll see these little tassels. It's a reminder of God's law. And we know this was what Saul tore from Samuel's robe by Samuel's response. 1 Samuel 15, verses 26 through 28. But Samuel said to Saul, "I will not return to you, for you have rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord has rejected you from being king over Israel." And as Samuel turned to go away, Saul seized the edge of his robe, and it tore. So Samuel said to him, "The Lord has torn the kingdom of Israel from you today, and has given it to a neighbor of yours who is better than you." And with that knowledge, imagine the gravity of the moment in Saul's heart when David, many years later, emerges from a Judean cave and he's holding Saul's tzitzit. That is, he had cut off the edge of his royal robe. And we find this in 1 Samuel chapter 24, verses 10 and 11. "Look, this day your eyes have seen that the Lord has delivered you today into my hand in the cave. And someone urged me to kill you, but my eye spared you, and I said, I will not stretch out my hand against the Lord, for he is the Lord's anointed. Moreover, my father, see, yes, the corner of your robe is in my hand, for in that I cut off the corner of your robe and did not kill you. Know and see that there is no evil or rebellion in my heart, and I have not sinned against you, and yet you hunt my life to take it." So what is our takeaway today? While a righteous man does good works do not make a man righteous. And just as Satan is searching for whom he may devour, God searches men's hearts, and he is always looking for those whom he may raise up and send out to bear witness of his salvation. So seek the Lord continually, that he may send you, and never cease from seeking his word and obeying it, and God will never cease from using you. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like you. If you're being ministered to through the Bible teaching of Groundworks Ministries, and you'd like to help us to reach this generation with the gospel, would you consider donating to Groundworks Ministries today? Donating is secure and it's easy at our website. Check us out at groundworksministries.com.